Mule Train.
It is time now for the Mule Train News Program on this Friday, March the 11th, 2016. Brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
Don't forget to spring forward on Saturday night before you go to bed, because daylight savings time comes back into effect Sunday morning at 2 o'clock. And so set your clocks ahead 1 hour on Saturday night before you go to bed. Memorial service for Rebecca Gonzalez of Amarillo, formerly of Muleshoe, will be held on Saturday, March the 19th at 2 o'clock in the New Life Worship Center located in Amarillo at 406 Pittsburgh Street. Becky Gonzalez, the daughter of Josie Avalle of Muleshoe, died on Monday in Baptist St. Anthony's Hospital in Amarillo. She had been admitted to the hospital Saturday when she went into cardiac arrest. Her mother, Josie Avalle, is a beautician at Tres Bella here in Muleshoe. Rebecca Gonzalez was born November the 18th, 1972. She graduated from Muleshoe High School in 1991. She is survived by 3 children. They are Chelsea, Jacob, and Joshua, all of Amarillo. Her parents are Josie Avalle of Muleshoe and Rudy Gonzalez of Amarillo. 1 brother, Rudy Gonzalez of Muleshoe, and 3 grandchildren. She was preceded in death by a grandchild and her maternal grandparents of Muleshoe, who were Annie and Leo Chavez. Of course, that means that she has many, many Chavez relatives here in Muleshoe. She worked at Baptist St. Anthony's Hospital in Amarillo. Repeating, Becky Gonzalez of Amarillo, formerly of Muleshoe, died on Monday in Baptist St. Anthony's Hospital in Amarillo. And the memorial service will be Saturday, March the 19th at 2 in the afternoon in the New Life Worship Center located at 406 Pittsburgh Street in Amarillo. Please remember all of Becky Gonzalez's family in your prayers, please. 5 Area Telephone West Plains Telecommunications brings you the weather forecast for Muleshoe, Sudan, Amherst, Earth, and our entire vicinity. The official high on Thursday in Muleshoe was 68, the low was 27, and on Friday morning at 7, it was 27 degrees here in Muleshoe officially. Now a message from our sponsor.
Secure your life with fast technologies available through 5 Area. Whether you're in Muleshoe or anywhere in the world, security and automation services for your home, farm, or business available now through your hometown company, 5 Area. Plans starting now at $20 per month. Fast Technologies offers live and recordable video surveillance. Control your door locks and garage doors, whether you're in your recliner around the corner or in Dallas. Lighting control and motion detection. Door and window sensors. Receive alerts through text, email, or phone. Plans again starting at $20 per month. Call today, 5 Area, 806-272-5533, or go by their website at 5area.com. They will also be happy to give you an on-site demo, so stop by their offices today, 302 Uvalde Street on the west edge of Muleshoe. A DSL internet connection is required. That's home, farm, and business security and automation services available through Fast Technologies at 5 Area. Call 806-272-5533 for more information. Looking at our weather forecast for the Muleshoe area, the National Weather Service out of Lubbock calls for today on Friday, mostly sunny, high near 69 degrees, northeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Then tonight, partly cloudy, low around 34, east-northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming light and variable later this evening. Saturday, sunny, high near 74 degrees, south-southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour later Saturday afternoon. Mostly clear Saturday night, low around 42. West wind around 20 miles per hour with gusts as high as 30 miles per hour Saturday night. Sunday, sunny, high near 75 degrees. Northwest winds 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts as high as 30 miles per hour Sunday afternoon. Sunday night, mostly clear, low around 41. Monday, sunny, high near 78. Breezy conditions with a west wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, increasing to 20 to 25 miles per hour Monday afternoon. Monday night, mostly clear, low around 43. Wind gusts as high as 30 miles per hour Monday night. Tuesday, sunny, high near 74 degrees. West-northwest winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Then Tuesday night, mostly clear, low around 36. And repeating our forecast for Friday here in the Muleshoe area, mostly sunny, high near 69 degrees. Northeast winds around 10 miles per hour, partly cloudy. Tonight, low around 34 degrees. Sunny on Saturday, high near 74 degrees. South-southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour. Saturday afternoon, mostly clear Saturday night, low around 42. West winds around 20 miles per hour with gusts as high as 30 miles per hour Saturday night. 5-area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast.
The jury that was called to report to the Bailey County Courthouse District Courtroom here on March the 16th does not need to report, according to District Clerk Elaine Parker. The jury call for March the 16th here in Muleshoe does not have to report. The Muleshoe High School Mules golf team competed Wednesday at the Farwell Invitational Golf Meet, and Connor Harrison won the silver medal. He finished second place individual with an outstanding round of 2 over par 74. Congratulations, Connor Harrison. Other mule golfers who participated were Tony Castillo with 99, Brendan Rodriguez 136, and Cameron Hardwick 131. And Carrie Sudduth is their golf coach for both the girls and boys. Evan Paez will compete in the Regional Powerlifting Championship meet on Saturday. And Evan Paez, a Muleshoe High School mule, is ranked 10th in the region. Good luck to you, Evan Paez. Albert Lopez is his coach. The games for the Lady Mule softball team for Monday have been moved to 12 noon for the varsity, and then that is at Wolforth, and they play Friendship JV, and then the JV Mules game with Friendship will follow the first game at 12 noon. The game set for Friday for the Lady Mules, that's March the 18th next week, with Lubbock Coronata, JV in Lubbock, have been moved to Thursday, March the 17th, and they will have the same start times as originally announced. JV Lady Mule softball team will play at 10 in Lubbock, and then the varsity will follow at 12 noon, and they both play Lubbock Coronata, according to Coach Ryan Miller. We'll be back with more Mule Train news in just one moment. Please stay tuned.
This edition of the Mule Train News is brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant, along with the First Bank, where First Bank is proud to announce First Bank Online, www.fbmuleshoe.com. Transfer funds easily between accounts, make loan payments, view current and previous statement activity, pay bills online with Bill Pay, banking anytime with 24/7 access. Call or come by today. The First Bank here in Muleshoe, 202 South 1st Street, 806-272-4515. The First Bank is proud to announce First Bank Online at www.fbmuleshoe.com. The First Bank is member FDIC. BK Boutique over in Clovis is having their first annual warehouse sale Saturday, March the 12th from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, cash and carry. That's 200 East 21st Street in Clovis, New Mexico. Great buys at their first annual warehouse sale this Saturday, March the 12th, 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, cash and carry at BK Boutique, 200 East 21st Street in Clovis, New Mexico.
Angelica Toscano, along with Libby Leal, who are the managers at Leal's Mexican Food Restaurant here in Muleshoe, invite you to come for the most delicious Mexican food. And they also have some good American food on their menu too at Leal's, where it means delicious, at 1010 West American Boulevard, right here at home in Muleshoe. Everybody knows since 1957 the place to go for Leal's Mexican food is Leal's in Muleshoe. And Libby and Angelica are there to greet you, along with a very friendly staff of waitresses to serve you at Leal's. And as Isla says, the chips are delicious. Next week is spring break in the Muleshoe schools and in many of the schools in our area as well.
And Mom, at the Muleshoe Area Public Library, they'll be celebrating spring break all next week. On Tuesday at 2 o'clock, they'll be showing Goosebumps, the movie. On Wednesday, Hiawatha and the Peacemaker. And then on Thursday at 2 o'clock, the Peanuts movie, which is a pretty new release. So make sure to take the kids down to spring break at the Muleshoe Area Public Library, March 15th, 16th, and 17th. They'll be showing movies at 2 o'clock, and all the fun starts at the Muleshoe Area Public Library at 2 o'clock each afternoon.
The Lenten fish fries continue on Fridays from 4:30 to 7 at the Catholic Center here in Muleshoe. And they, according to Kathy Dugan of Sudan, will have carryouts available and free deliveries too. Call for your free deliveries, 272-4167, or you can come in and enjoy at the Catholic Center on Fridays during Lent fish, also French fries or baked potatoes, either one, beans, coleslaw, hush puppies, your dessert and drink. For adults, $9, and children 12 and under, $6. And this will be through March the 18th, the Lenten fish fries at the Catholic Center on Fridays at 4:30 to 7. On Monday at the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center, they will be serving chicken spaghetti, spinach, carrot and raisin salad, whole wheat rolls, gingerbread with peach sauce, and your choice of drink. And that is for all the senior citizens in this area, 60 and above. And they do ask a donation of $3. And then also, this starts at 11:30 till 1 each weekday at the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center in downtown Muleshoe on Main Street. And also, the guests are asked, if they're under 60, to pay $5 donation. The Holy Week services, sponsored by the Bailey County Ministerial Alliance, will start on Palm Sunday, that is March the 20th, at the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe in their sanctuary at 6 o'clock. And Sergio Leal will bring the sermon that evening. This is for everyone in our entire area. And whether you have a church or not, you are certainly welcome to come to the Holy Week services. Then on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at noon during Holy Week, they will have the noon services. And if you only have an hour to eat in, you'll have plenty of time to come and eat and get back to your work. On Monday, it will be at the Fellowship Hall of the First Baptist Church, and the Reverend Mindy McClanahan, the pastor of the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe, will bring the devotion. There will be some wonderful singing, and the meal will be prepared by the First Baptist Church men and women, and it is a free will donation. Then on Tuesday, the service will be in the Fellowship Hall of the First United Methodist Church, and the pastor of the First Baptist Church, Dr. Stacy Connor, will bring the devotional. Wednesday, the First Baptist Church will again be hosted in their fellowship hall, and the new youth director of the First United Methodist Church, Hunter Hawkins, will bring the devotional. And the Easter sunrise service will be at 7:30 in the new city park, and that will be Quentin Poe, the youth pastor of the First Baptist Church, bringing the sermon. And you are invited to come. Bring your lawn chair or your blankets. That is sort of over there across the street from the 16th and Avenue D Church of Christ here in Muleshoe. And this is during Holy Week, and these services are brought to you, sponsored by the Bailey County Ministerial Alliance. For sale, a new Honda ATV four-wheeler, TRX 250 TE, $4,000 cash. See at 614 East Austin here in Muleshoe. That's in the Lano edition. You can call 806-272-5171 or text 806-946-8593. We'll be back with more Mule Train in just a jiffy.
2 weeks ago, home following a hospital stay, recover close to home at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, 708 South 1st Street, right here in Muleshoe, Texas. The swing bed program at Muleshoe Area Medical Center is for Medicare patients discharged from Muleshoe or any other hospital following an acute illness, injury, or surgery, but still need time and physical therapy to heal and strengthen before going home. Contact Lucy Garcia, RN, at 806-272-4524 to see if you or your loved one qualifies for the swing bed program at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, 708 South 1st Street. Again, call Lucy Garcia, 806-272-4524. Make sure to go by Frying Cox here in Muleshoe, 401 South 1st Street, Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., and get your Spring 2006 merchandise book. If they don't have it in store and you can find it in the merchandise book, they can order it for you and get it shipped right to Frying Cox free of charge. Pick up the book and sign up today for a $1,000 shopping giveaway from Frying Cox here in Muleshoe, 401 South 1st Street. Again, they have their Spring 2006 merchandise book where you can sign up for a $1,000 shopping giveaway from Frying Cox, 401 South 1st Street, Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. at Frying Cox here in Muleshoe.
The Muleshoe School Board will meet Monday night at 7 at the School Administration Building here in Muleshoe at 514 West Avenue G. and they will give an invocation to open the school board meeting, a pledge of allegiance. There will also be an open forum time for public participation and special recognitions made. They will approve an order to cancel the May 7th election for at-large positions, because you will recall that there is no opposition to both of the incumbents at the at-large positions. Kelly Kettner and Jared Lee were the two who filed for re-election. And so that will certainly be good, because that won't cost the school district money to hold an election, and elections are expensive. Administrative reports, that will be from the board training and the enrollment, food service report, and financial report. They will consider the following items: renewal of the FSMC contract and approve food service budget, process for honor classes, 21st Century Grant, instructional material allotment for TEKS certification, approval of the 2016-17 district school calendar, organization of Citizens Committee for Tax Swap. Nominations will be made for Media Honor Roll, purchase of microbus, accept resignation of school personnel, and consider teacher and other professional personnel contracts, according to Dr. R.L. Richards, the superintendent of the Muleshoe School. And that is Monday night at 7 at the school administration building that they will meet. Now, you know, there is going to be one election held on May the 7th. Now, you see the Muleshoe School Board election was called off because of no opposition for the two incumbents. But the city will hold an election, because in District 2, there are two on the ballot for the Muleshoe City Council, and that will be held at City Hall here in Muleshoe, and the candidates are Donald Phelps and Austin Bamard, and that will be May the 7th. Now, there will also be on the ballot a special election to reauthorization of the local sales and use tax in the city of Muleshoe at the rate of 1/4% to continue providing revenue for maintenance and repair of municipal streets. And so if you live in the city of Muleshoe, well, you are eligible to vote if you are a registered voter. And if you live in District 2 in the city of Muleshoe, you're eligible to vote for either Austin Bamard or Donald Phelps in the city council election. In District 1, there was only one who filed, and that was the incumbent Colt Ellis to remain on the Muleshoe City Council. Now, there will be on May the 24th another election, and that will be the runoff election for our District 19 congressman who will go to Washington, D.C., because the person who is elected will not have an opponent in November, and he will replace Randy Neugebauer, our current congressman. And on the ballot will be Joey Arrington and Glenn Robertson, both of Lubbock. And by the way, Jody Arrington was in Muleshoe on Friday morning to campaign. The Muleshoe City Council will meet in regular session on Monday evening at 5:30 at the council chambers in City Hall. And of course, we will be there to record that meeting, and you will see it next week here on Channel 6 online as well as on the air. After the invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, they will consider a resolution suspension of the Southwestern Public Service rate case. Also, others that will be considered will be the settlement of the Atmos Energy rate case, and change the name of the city chief executive officer for the home grant program, as we now have a new city manager. Consider cancellation of the general election for District 1 in the city of Muleshoe only. And of course, there will be an election, as we just said, for District 2, I believe it is. Yes. And they will consider appointing election judges for the city general election and the city special election for May the 7th at City Hall, and approve the change to the monthly dues to be charged by the Muleshoe Country Club as stated by the lease agreement between the City of Muleshoe and the Muleshoe Country Club. The Code Enforcement and Animal Control Officer has been moved to the Muleshoe Police Department, and Jesse Parks has been hired for that position, the Code Enforcement and Animal Control Officer for the city of Muleshoe. The city held a blood drive earlier this month, and 20 people registered, and there were 17 units of blood taken back to the Amarillo area. Sylvester Torres will be retiring on March the 31st after 40 years of being employed by the city of Muleshoe. A reception will be held at the city chambers on March the 29th from 3 to 5, and everyone is invited. The Texas Municipal League Region 3 quarterly meeting will be held at the Scottish Rite Learning Center in Lubbock on March the 24th. The mayor, Cliff Black, and the council members will give closing remarks at the end of the city council meeting on Monday, which you will be able to see online and on the air on Channel 6. The Muleshoe Police Department received several calls on Tuesday night about someone knocking on doors and windows and possibly some shots fired between the area of 1100 to 2000 blocks of Avenue B and C here in the city of Muleshoe. The calls came in between the hours of 11 Tuesday night and early on Wednesday morning around 1 o'clock. Muleshoe Chief of Police Roy Rice said officers and deputies responded to the area and were not able to locate anyone. Please remember on your prayer list Terry Obenhouse, who had successful heart surgery on Friday at University Medical Center in Lubbock. Please remember Terry Obenhouse and all of his family in your prayers. And Michael Richardson of Lubbock, a 1992 graduate of Muleshoe High School, who had hip replacement surgery Tuesday in Lubbock successfully. And he is the son of Gene and Mike Richardson of Muleshoe. That's Michael Richardson. Remember Robert Johnson and Irma Mendoza. Mike Pugh of Muleshoe, who has been moved out of ICU at Covenant Medical Center in Lubbock. He is now in room 708 East, according to his daughter Deborah Smith. And Mike Pugh is on dialysis now. Please remember the family of Bob Dawson, 83, of Muleshoe, and Ryan, 74, of Muleshoe, who is the mother of Kim Griffin, also of Muleshoe. Remember Anthony Flores, Joe and Leila Copley, formerly of Muleshoe, and they are missionaries. Evelyn Ellington, Wani Frazier, Horace and Ellen Morgan, Margaret Adams, Jerry Savuto and her husband Bill and their family, Bob Alexander, the father of Julie Cage of Muleshoe, Joyce Clements, Gwen Gulker, Maurice Bruns, in Lubbock, Jean Allison, Pat Nichols, and Sam Dameron, also Laurinette Mason. Remember in Amarillo, Jenny McVicker, and in Irving, Anita Mitchell and Marjorie Precure. Ray Precure is also on our prayer list, and Carol Precure. Gail Wilcox, Connie and Robert Alanese. Robert's brother died recently in Arizona. Lisa Oftenkamp, Kaylin Kaufman, Jean Paul and Corlin Jarman and their family. Remember little Harper Kirby of Midland. She will have surgery May the 4th in Lubbock at Covenant Women's and Children's Hospital there. And she is the great-granddaughter of Mary Janice Brantley of Muleshoe. Carlos Guerrera, formerly of Muleshoe, is having skin cancer surgery on Friday in Iowa. Please remember Carlos Guerrera and his family lives here in Muleshoe. Larry Thornton, who remains in Dallas at Baylor Hospital there, where he had on February 14th heart transplant surgery, and the fund is still open at the First Bank for his medical expenses here in Muleshoe. And Rhonda Eagle says they appreciate so very much your contributions. Little Hannah Simmons and Reed Markle always are in our concerns and prayers.
Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Mule Train News, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Mule Train rotating on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well. Find it on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Mule Train News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith, the tunnels of San Angelo. Details in a moment on the Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well as MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, celebrating 76 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric. They're owned by the members that they serve. Call them 806-272-4504 or check them out online, bcecoop.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope that you enjoyed the Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
This town was rough. Even the fort soldiers were not allowed to come across the footbridge, which is Celebration Bridge right here behind my building. It was really not the best place to go. Even Standard Times back in the late 1800s had a headline that said, "One tough town." I mean, large letter headline.
Barbara Strain has a couple of dress shops on Concho Street in downtown San Angelo. She was down in the basement of one of her stores, Jessie Rose Mercantile, and found what appeared to be a false wall.
So we started digging, and we got back about 6 feet and we hit that wall, but we have 4 tunnels in that basement. It's always been like a legend. We've heard about it from people. A guy came in and he told me, he said, "There's a old Jeep down there in that tunnel where they would drive everybody from spot to spot." And I thought, that's crazy. How they even get a Jeep in there? We kind of laughed at him, and about 2 months later, somebody came in and said, "Yeah, I know them tunnels are there. They hired me to get that Jeep out of there." So I'm like, And then yesterday, One of the ladies from the Chamber of Commerce told me, she said, there used to be a Jeep down there.
San Angelo brothels did a thriving business.
The Texas Rangers came, I think it was in 1940, and shut them down for good.
One of the brothels, Miss Hattie's, has been made into a museum. It is across the street from Barbara's store, which is quite large. It used to be a furniture store, and before that, it was a place where men hung out.
This was a buggy factory on one side and a saloon on the other. They kept horses in the basement.
Barbara says several stores in downtown San Angelo had tunnels. One lady who worked downtown remembered one tunnel.
She said, I was in that basement all the time. She said there was people coming and going, and she said there are tunnels. I did have a guy tell me that in 1973, he came into this building. He said, I walked right down those stairs. There's a tunnel. He said, I walked all the way to the Cactus Hotel. And he said, those tunnels are not what you think they are. They're big. When you got across the street, it kind of veered off to the bank there, Miss Hattie's.
Barbara Strain has started giving tours of her basement, which attract about 1,200 people a day. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.
Time now for the market report, brought to you today by Stephen Dement, financial advisor with Edward Jones, located right here in Muleshoe in his office at 104 West 2nd Street. Call 806-272-4102. Stephen or branch office administrator Dana Rempe can assist you with any of your financial needs, no matter where you live. The market report was recorded this Friday, March the 11th, 2016 at 11:30 a.m.
This is Dana Rempe of Edward Jones, member of the New York Stock Exchange Incorporated, bringing you the daily financial market report. U.S. stocks opened sharply higher this morning, joining equity rallies from around the globe after the European Central Bank fueled wide swings during yesterday's trading and investors reassessed stimulus measures in Europe. In economic news, prices for imported goods fell 0.3% last month in a sign that global economic weakness, the strong dollar, and cheap oil may continue to curb overall U.S. inflation. Bond prices are lower in response to strength in equity markets. So far this morning in the S&P 500, the best performing sector is financials, while the worst performing sector is consumer staples. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 218 to 17,214. The S&P 500 index is up 28 to 2018. And the NASDAQ Composite Index is up 67 to 4,729. This morning, volume on the New York Stock Exchange is high with 400 million shares traded. Advancers are outnumbering decliners by a wide margin. In commodity markets, the spot price of gold is down $13 to $1,258. The spot price of silver is up a penny to $15.61, and crude oil prices are up 46 cents to $38.30. In bond markets, the 30-year Treasury yield is currently 2.74%, and the 10-year Treasury yield is 1.98%. In stocks of local interest, Procter & Gamble is down 42 cents to 81.86. Berkshire Hathaway is up $1.63 to 140.25. Xcel Energy is up 23 cents to 40.63. Pfizer is up 68 cents to 30.28. Walt Disney is up 92 cents to 97.96. Apple is up 72 cents to 101.89. Johnson & Johnson is up 37 cents to 107.52. Vodafone is up 84 cents to 31.41. And Chevron is up $1.08 to 95.02. This is Dana Rempe of Edward Jones, member SIPC, serving individual investors with personalized attention and long-term financial advice at 104 West 2nd Street in Muleshoe. Daily commentary is also located on our website at edwardjones.com.